Hi, I'm Alex,
And I'm Nick,
and this is the Gone Fishing Podcast.
the #1 podcast.
Not about fishing.
Enjoy.
Got no cans today.
No cans. We only got the
Bottle service.
unlabeled water.
Unlabeled. Looks pretty labeled to me.
I know. I wonder how many views we have to get to before they start making us take the fucking labels off.
Probably way more than we get now.
We should do that just because it looks...
Looks
look at
pretty
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're drinking tap water.
Hey, I drink tap water all the time.
Yeah, we're drinking Dasani. I mean tap water.
I know they say the fluoride's not good for you, but think of all the minerals and stuff that you're missing out from if you filtered your water. So I think it helps.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's really messing me up. But
I don't know. I think the minerals are not bad for you. And
Yeah.
I think fluoride in certain doses
it's
isn't bad. But
Oh, yeah.
I think what we use it, the amount that we have in our
way
water.
too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at me.
Look,
It's like lead poisoning, you know? It's growing a third eye.
dude. First off, go Bills.
Yeah, Josh Allen is on fire.
He's on fire. He married. He got engaged to Haley Steinfeld, and the guy is just unstoppable. He got rid of Diggs. All right.
Yeah.
Got rid of the
But wait a minute,
toxic
I want to go back
ex.
to Haley for a second.
Okay.
Is she Jerry Seinfeld's daughter?
Is that a real question?
Yeah.
No, because she's Haley Steinfeld.
Stein, not sign?
It's not signed.
Shoot.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Sorry, everyone.
Sorry.
Sorry, I've been spreading
You
rumors.
definitely can't be the only person that's
yeah.
asked that
And
because I
she's
was
got-
thinking that last time.
She's dark hair, dark, brown eyes, right? Just like Jerry. So
Yeah,
why
but
wouldn't
you
be?
would have thought she would have got that nose
Yeah.
and bad sense of humor.
Can't be perfect.
Holy shit, dude! I'm going down in history as the worst human for not liking Seinfeld.
Yeah, I don't think we'd be friends. Well, it's good in doses, and as an adult, it's more funny.
Yeah.
Because I watched it a lot as a kid, so I didn't get a lot of the stuff that was going on, a lot of the references. But as an
Yeah.
adult, like, oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, my life's like that. It sucks.
Yeah. The show I think is good, but I don't think Jerry was I don't think he was like the main guy.
Yeah, Jason Alexander,
Yeah.
George really held. He was a glue
He was, yeah.
that kept the show together.
Like Jerry it was his show, but it wasn't really, you didn't feel like I'm watching this because of Jerry.
No, I'm watching because of George and Kramer,
Yeah.
Elaine Bennis, just smoke show back in the day,
Yep.
back in the early '90s. Yeah, sign me up.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Like watching Friends. I would watch
Oh, I
Friends
can't watch Friends.
because of
Rachel,
Jennifer Aniston.
Jeffrey Anderson.
Yeah.
that's Rachel
Total babe.
in the show. Right?
Sorry. Yeah, Rachel.
Yeah, she's all right.
She's all right.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
I'll go down. People might hate me for that, just like they hate you for hating on Seinfeld. I
You
don't.
say
I
you'll
think
go,
she's
you
all
said
right.
you'll go down? You'll go down on her?
I'm married. All right.
Yeah, but back then, if you could go back in time.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but just not 100% my type.
Not your flavor.
I like a little more meat in the bones.
Understandable.
A little too skinny now. If you see pictures where it's like
Yeah.
which is nothing wrong with being healthy, but
No, I
I like to have a
actually,
cheeseburger here and there.
I have to agree with you
Milkshake.
on that. I didn't, dude, I used to not really be into like thicker women. I like in high school, I don't know if you remember. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
all the girls
Super.
I dated, like 100 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, be afraid to eat a cheeseburger. Yeah.
I mean, they ate a lot, but it's like all the girls that I dated in high school, I feel like they all had this one. Yeah, this is gonna sound funny
Bulimia?
now.
Bulimic?
No.
Oh,
No, but they were all into like going to the grocery store and buying like the tub of cookie dough and just like sitting on the couch.
That's
like,
so good.
Dude, they ate like they should be like 400 pounds.
yeah. I could do that right now, but I have a doctor's appointment coming, so I have to be good. I think like 3 days of changing my diet's gonna save me
Dude.
for this doctor's appointment. It won't.
It's like when you have guests over your house and you clean your house.
You power clean,
Like
yeah.
you clean it and make it look like it never does.
Yeah, like no one lives here. Yeah.
So, like, realistically, you go to your doctors. There's some things that you're concerned about that you want to address. You don't have to say anything on here.
Oh,
but
I do. I have a serious disease. It's called edging.
It's called edging. I can't stop edging.
I can't stop edging just every night. That's a new term I learned, and that's all I do now. Is edge. At work, edge. Podcast, edge.
Edge. The only thing
Church
I drive,
Edge.
Ford Edge.
Ford Edge. I had to go buy one that day. So I'm always edging. 6 feet from the edge,
6 feet from the edge, and
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I bet you are coming. So I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. First time probably since pre-COVID.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
This is the first one that you were able to get, right?
No, well, I was trying like October to get one, but I was going to the doctors, regularly.
Sure.
Well, I didn't go to the doctor for 10 years after I got out of high school. Here's first coming an adult. You don't realize you got to do this.
Yeah, because
I'm
some of your
healthy.
parents
I don't have
kind of
any
tell
issues.
you. Your parents keep up with it, and when
Yeah.
you're playing sports, they make you get a physical.
Yeah. So it was kind of always there for me, but kind of fell off the path there, and then
Yeah.
I don't know, probably 2018, 2019, I got a doctor again and was doing good. And then right before COVID, it was like February, I had a couple blood tests. Everything was looking good. I was pretty healthy then. And then COVID hit and I stopped going. I don't know, just what's the point of going?
I think a lot of people feel that way. You
Oh.
forget, you're like,
Yeah.
I feel okay. I feel good.
Then you fast forward, 2 or 3 years and about 80 pounds, and here I am.
Yeah.
Well, 60 pounds, sorry.
Yeah, 80's a little much.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, you're so tall, you wear it fine.
Yeah, I wear it
You know
well.
what I mean?
Sarah says it looks great.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Yeah.
But I will say, when you were in the academy locally, when I saw you for the first time, I was like, holy shit, dude, you lost a shit ton of weight.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't, nothing was fitting me. I couldn't put weight on for nothing
Yeah.
because how much exercising we're doing. And yeah, I lost a lot of weight.
Just like high intensity, like cardio and stuff.
I
It's
guess.
just go,
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
go.
Well, yeah, first thing in the morning, right, you might have PT for 2 hours, and then you got 2 hours of DT, which is just as hard,
Right.
So, no messing around.
When you're really shocking your body too.
Yeah.
Because you went from like before the academy, were you working out and stuff still?
Oh, yeah, I was working out 5 days a week.
You were?
But
Okay.
I got to the point where I was working out so often that I probably lost some of my intensity. I think that's
Yeah.
what kind of hurt me going into
Yeah.
it. Not keeping high intensity. I was kind of just, I could run 5 miles and not be, winded,
Right.
but I wasn't pushing myself hard enough at that point. So I
Right.
thought I was like, oh yeah, I can run my mile and a half. I can do my push-ups, sit-ups. But you don't realize they take you further than that. Or I forgot because it's been so long since my first academy.
You still had I would say you probably still had the leg up on a few people.
Oh yeah, I was about midway in my class for PT stuff, but I was also one of the oldest, so
Yeah.
I was in the middle of the pack on running and things like that. So I was never targeted really, like the people in the back of the pack.
Yeah.
I was number one in the grades though, the law.
That's good.
Taking tests, yeah,
That's good.
had a really good average. Yeah,
Yeah, they care about that, Al.
yeah, I'm a good test taker.
Yeah.
That's I think
You are a
I
good
need
test
to,
taker.
anywhere in my life. I could not know a topic and just give me a multiple choice test and I'm gonna probably pass it.
That's insane. That's a incredible skill to have too.
It's more just looking at the questions and knowing like some of these answers have nothing to do with it, so you can just process of elimination at first, and then
Yeah.
you can go take a pretty good guess.
The problem is, I feel like it always comes down to like two different answers for me, and I'm like, both of these could be true because I start to overthink the question.
That's your problem right there.
and what they're asking.
Solved it.
Yeah, but
Stop
I do. But I
thinking.
still do. Like till this day, that's still like a thing that I do is overthink things.
Yeah, I do.
So
that too.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could train that out of myself. But at the very least, at this point in my life, I'm aware of it.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in your life, you don't have to take another test. You're kind of there. You made it. No more tests.
I mean, I guess the test of life.
Yeah, I fail that every day.
Yeah, no, you don't.
No, I know. I kid. Yeah, back to Josh Allen though. Crushing it. Records.
I love it. It's fun to watch when they just have their shit together.
Yeah. And I always like a good blowout, but yesterday was kind of nice having the end of the game where it was like, maybe the Lions can get a win.
Yeah. I
But
would have
no.
been impressed too. Like, do you feel like when you watch a game, let's say you're watching the Bills versus anybody, when it comes down to the wire and it's close, if the Lions were able to pull off that onside kick, and let's say they scored and they fucking won the game, I would have been bummed, but I also would have been like, that was a good fucking play.
good play. I would be bummed because I wasted, 3 hours. Even on the hindsight, it means nothing in our lives.
Yeah.
Just a game.
Yeah, it was
I would
entertainment.
still kind of be upset the rest of the day.
Yeah,
But it's nice coming in with a win on Monday morning.
yeah, you definitely feel good about
Yeah,
it.
it feels good. Yeah.
But yeah, that was there was another play that the Lions had where they I don't know what the fuck it's called. Usually it's a play they put towards the end of the game, but they quarterback snaps it, he flicks it,
Oh, yeah.
and then that guy
Passes
freaking
back to the
launches
quarterback.
it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had one where, they
That was
handed
incredible.
it off.
That was
and
a
then they
handoff.
passed it back to Golf. And then Golf had a good play. Yeah, it was a good play.
That was insane. I was like, let's see how this guy's gonna throw. But he had a fucking cannon,
Yeah.
and it was accurate.
Yeah, it's who we are.
He's a backup quarterback.
Yeah, fuck it.
But that was
Detroit Lions, man, they're not 12-1 or 12-2 now for nothing.
yeah.
They're pretty good. They'll play.
I'd really like to see a Buffalo, Detroit.
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
There's a time when this conversation has to be had. America's new team. It's been
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys for years, whatever.
Yep.
They suck. Just get over it. There's got to be a new American team. And I think Buffalo and Detroit have a good shot at being America's next top team or being America's team.
That'd be cool, especially to roll in the new stadium.
Yeah.
Like we get to go to the Super Bowl,
Going to a new stadium.
They
next
win.
year. Yep.
and they earned the stadium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Taxpayers
looking at
don't
the
feel as
Bills, they should be America's team because of their colors. I don't think another team has red, white, and blue.
It's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lions don't.
that's very true.
Chiefs don't.
Yeah.
We're America's team. Definitely New York's team. Only team in New York, but
Are we still allowed to say Chiefs?
yeah, they're called the Chiefs. Actually, Washington Commanders are going back to the Redskins.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
You're not fucking with me, right?
No, I saw an article on it. It had to be true. But I didn't read into it, but I saw that.
It was on the Onion.
It was on Fox News. That they're going back with that name or they're trying to get that name back because
Wow.
I don't know, because they think the new administration come in and things get less politically correct.
You're
If you see all these big companies are getting rid of their DEI,
dude. You're seeing
it's
this
coming.
shit now.
I can't believe it.
It's insane.
Yeah, all this money invested in DEI, and now companies are like, $2 million for $2 billion. Who cares? It's scrap that department, and
They only did it because they had to.
Yeah.
And I think if
which is wild too.
we should really still be upset with big corporations who went and did that, right? Like one of these big corporations had to lead the opposition on that, and they
Yeah.
didn't. They just went with it because they were scared.
Yeah,
And now you got fucking Jeff Bezos. Mm-hmm. What's the deal with that? He contributed like he's funding the inaugural.
I don't know. I didn't see that. No, this is news to me. Pull it up.
So it's like Jeff Bezos and somebody else are putting like millions of dollars into the inaugural
Celebration,
celebration, whatever
day.
it is.
January 20th.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, this is a crazy turn of events right now.
You know what'd be crazy?
I know what you're about to. Yeah, go ahead.
You sure?
If it doesn't happen,
No. If Trump holds a rally on January 6th, like he did back in 2020
Holy shit.
or 21 or whatever the hell, that'd be pretty wild. Just as a big FU tour. I can't believe it. He
might.
Times Person of the Year?
that's
What
also
a turnaround.
insane.
I thought that was a joke. I thought it was like, someone put that on, and photoshopped it.
Dude, I can't even keep up with all this stuff that's happening
I
right
know.
now. Like the
Long time.
drones.
Oh, the drones. That's wild.
The drones is insane.
I had one come over our house last night.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't know.
that. Do you think it was like one of your neighbors, or was it late enough to where it?
It was 10 o'clock at night, but did not sound. I think it was just a helicopter higher in the air.
Because
And Sarah just said it sounded like, because it didn't have the choppy of a helicopter does when it's lower. But
Right.
I definitely think it was flying at a higher altitude. But it had a nice hum to it.
we didn't go outside and look.
No, I was just getting in bed.
I would have fucking ran outside in my boxers.
Dude, I did think I saw something on the way home from work one day. Mm-hmm. I drive along Lake Ontario
Oh, yeah.
Parkway. And I was looking at the lake and I saw this white figure It wasn't like a plane or helicopter, but it could have been a drone. Just floating. But I couldn't tell. It was so far away.
Yeah.
Or it could have just been a ship. Just, how the mirage, how the curvature of the Earth kind of makes stuff look weird at the distance. I don't know if you ever looked at something
That's
like
all
that
weird.
on the lake. It's a big lake. For people who don't know, it's almost like an ocean. So
Yeah, it really feels like an ocean.
it could be.
Less terrifying and less clean, but we do share it with Canada.
I would say it's pretty. I would be scared shitless if I was in the middle of it and could see land on both sides.
I wouldn't swim across it.
No, I don't think anybody has.
Yeah, I'd have to look that up.
One time, Dylan and I were, I don't know why we're at Hamlin Beach, but we're at Hamlin Beach together, like two dudes walking the beach.
That's cute.
Yeah, I know. And we saw this old guy just staring off in the distance. And Dylan goes up to him. He goes, "How far do you think it is to Canada?" And the guy's hemming and hawing, and he's trying to think. And Dylan goes, "Yeah, it's got to be 400, 500 miles at least. There's no way it's probably like 20 miles, And the guy really started believing him.
Oh my god.
That's what Dylan's got. He's got like the gift of gab, just to come up with something, and then the guy's his best friend on a total lie.
He still talks to him.
Dylan still calls him daily. He's probably dead by now, but yeah, probably
He
talks
calls
to
him
daily.
Grandpa.
Yeah, Papa.
Papa.
That could be true. I don't know. But no, he definitely did do that. And the guy was just like, yeah, I guess it could be 400 miles. I don't know. Never thought about it. And I was like, I'm behind it, like laughing my ass off, trying to hold it back.
My God. You could have definitely, honestly, I could have definitely got me on that too.
If I really think 400 miles? 400 miles would bring you to freaking
No, but if I'm just
PA.
sitting there staring out at the water, thinking of like nothing, and then someone just comes up to me
random
and
ginger
hits me with this, and I don't have time to think about it.
Some random ginger comes up to you, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's also a real
flag.
kicker. Red flag.
Red flag.
It's an orange flag.
Orange flag.
Got him.
You heard it here first.
Right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Can't wait to have that dude on. It's gonna be,
I know. I
wild.
just can't wait to see him again. I miss the guy. You ever have a friend, right, where you don't see very often and you want to see him almost more than family sometimes, right?
Yeah.
It's just one of those friends. You don't get to see him like that.
Yeah, I really wish, there's a part of me that wishes I could, brainwash him into moving back here.
There's no way.
There's no way.
Yeah, I tried.
He's enjoying
I
himself.
even, edged him to come back.
You edged him.
And no.
Sometimes you got to edge your bets.
I did. Parlay, 5-game, or 5-leg.
Maybe at some point, I feel like when...
No.
You don't think so?
There's no reason to come back.
What if he starts having kids? Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, this is for Alicia's parents,
Yeah.
the wife's.
Yep.
I don't think he's ever going to have kids. I don't know. Maybe you are. Who am I to judge?
Yeah. I don't want to speak for his nutsack.
I'm sure it's doing well.
Yeah, based on what you've told me.
Yeah. Edging,
Edging.
It's doing real well.
Based on the edging.
Back to the doctors, right? I was thinking this. I don't know why I think of Dylan when I think of this, but I want to try maybe see if I can get some testosterone. Some TRT or something. Sound like I got low energy.
Yeah, you might as well. Hit the doctor with everything.
Yeah, I got a whole list.
You do have a list.
Yeah, sleep apnea, TRT, ADHD medicine, Ritalin or something.
Yeah.
Just give them all. Just give me the whole kitchen sink.
Well, I wonder if... So I was talking to somebody about this, somebody around our age whose friend recently got on TRT. And
He's fucking jacked, right?
I didn't see a picture of him. But his levels, they'll test you to see what your levels are at. And if your levels are low, they will...
Yeah.
They have no problem giving you testosterone.
Yeah. But if they're high, fuck you.
Well, yeah, if they're high, I don't know.
I just want to get jacked.
Yeah. But I wonder if your levels were low and you raised them up to what they would consider a normal amount, if that would help your focus at all.
It could. Well, part of it, why I think I have low energy is because it'd be the sleep thing.
For sure.
Figure that out.
Yeah.
And probably going to bed earlier would help.
Yeah.
But by the time you put the little guy down, you want to have a little time with the wife.
Yeah. You don't want to just go right to bed.
No. But I know it's nice when I do that. I feel so much better in the morning. Like if I fall asleep with him in the bed with me.
Yeah.
Or put him to bed, I fall asleep there. One time I put him to bed 8 o'clock. I wake up at 3 a.m. And I look to my right, he's gone. The little shit left me his own bed to go be a mom instead of being with me in the middle of the night.
You're stuck in a twin-size bed.
Yeah. Like, what the hell? What am I, chopped liver?
I guess so.
So
Mom holds precedence.
Yeah,
but
but
that could change, like I was telling you earlier.
yeah, but then I slept from 8 to 3, which is what 7 hours.
Yeah.
And I go and get another hour because I wake up and go and jump in my bed.
Yep.
I felt great. That was probably one of the best days ever. So I think that might be part of the reason. Maybe the sleep apnea thing isn't as bad as I think. But
Yeah, maybe it's
just
just
trying to survive 4 hours of sleep every night or 5 hours probably
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah. You definitely you definitely notice a difference when you don't get
Yeah.
sleep. I also notice a big difference whether I smoke or not. I don't
yeah.
get good sleep. I don't feel well rested the night after smoking.
I feel great.
Do you?
Yeah, when I wake, if I can sleep in, like if I can go to bed like say midnight, wake up at 7 on the weekend,
Yeah.
I feel great waking up.
It's
It's weird,
interesting.
huh? Yeah.
Like if you smoke, do you find that you can wake up at an earlier time than if you don't?
No,
Okay.
I have to. I have to get more sleep,
Interesting.
but I wake up better, like a deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's just different for everybody.
Yeah.
I've been sleeping in like crazy.
I noticed.
For the
No, I noticed because you're up so late. Because I see like
Oh,
you send
yeah.
me something on
Yeah.
social media. And I say, oh, it's 2 hours ago, and I'm sitting on the shitter trying to
Yeah.
get ready for work. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
oh shit, he was up 2 hours ago.
well,
I'm here getting ready for work at 5 o'clock. You know,
This last week has been
Oh, yeah.
way different because
I wonder why.
so for those who don't know, I had a prostate exam
He loved it.
and I
You
like
signed up for a second one that
I signed
day.
up for a second one. It was
A
buy
third.
one get one, so I was like, why not?
Why not Edge?
But my wife gave birth to our second daughter.
Yep.
And-
Congratulations, Avail and Nick on there.
Yeah. No one told me it hurts, you know? It
What
really
hurts?
fucking hurts. Giving birth. I would imagine.
Yeah, you were doing
From
it.
looking at it, from watching.
I think it hurts because like you have Brian explained to me once, like you got your one kid, right? And that's like your guy or your girl, right?
Yeah.
Then you have a second kid, and it's like, oh, like you want to give attention to the first one,
Yeah.
But then you got the new one there. It's just
Yeah.
like kind of pulls you apart because you got the one that's all you know,
Right.
and then you got the second one coming in hot.
It's foreign. It is a weird thing. But
Yeah.
I think I think what Val and I realized makes sense with like taking care of everything is like she takes care of the newborn and I take care of
Oh, okay.
our older daughter. So I still get to keep that connection with her. The newborn doesn't really require as much attention
from you.
from me necessarily, but I do still
Yeah, you do the thing.
I do still like take the time to hold her, and I got to do more like skin to skin contact and all that stuff.
That's one thing I miss doing.
Yeah, but Val is the one that's feeding the baby, so that helps because the very first day that we brought the new baby home, the immediate
This
thing that
baby
I
has
felt,
a name, but okay.
Yeah, sorry,
The new baby
the new baby,
versus the old baby.
baby one, baby two. But the initial feeling was, fuck, how am I gonna, like I already
Tapped
can't
out.
focus on two things at once.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? But then I just kind of realized over the last couple
Just
days.
do it.
But yeah, this week, being in the hospital really fucked my time up because you're just up. Nurses are coming in at all hours of the night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's-
2
they gotta
a.m.,
change that
3 a.m.,
protocol.
4 a.m. Not going to happen.
Yeah, come on. Change that up.
They just have this,
It's got to be a better way.
they want to get you out as fast as possible, but they have a checklist of things that they have to do. They do it.
Do they really?
I
Or
mean, they
just
do.
so
they
they can bill us more.
Well, both.
Thank you, United
They do like a
Healthcare.
hearing test. They do.
Where's Luigi when you need him?
I know. God. Jesus.
Too soon. I don't condone violence. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's a
I
weird.
just
one.
derailed you there.
Oh, that's another thing.
That's what it's about. Money.
Yeah, no, it
Baby
is
will be
definitely
there all
about
that
money.
time.
I think at the highest level of things, it's about money. But to the individuals who are coming into the room, they truly believe that what they're doing is making a difference. And I think, like, it is nice to know that the baby doesn't have any hearing or vision problems. They give them a bath. What else do they do? They check their all their vitals. You know, they just make sure everything's on the up and up before they kick you
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, for the first one, it's nice, though, because they kind of start doing everything. Like, okay, I got this. They do the diaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. They, come
They
in,
really-
bathe it.
they
or
really
bathe
will.
Them. They, them.
They, yeah, If you were to say like, hey, let's just pretend I'm the woman that gave birth, right? Hey, I'm really tired and my husband's really tired. Can you guys come in and change the baby's diaper? No problem. They'll do it. Like the service they have is incredible.
Yeah, it's like going to Chick-fil-A and asking for extra Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yeah.
Boom.
I bet you if you just press the button above the bed, and like 2 seconds later, like, yeah, how can I help you?
I need a Sprite.
I need a Sprite now.
Yeah.
That was like, can we get some turkey sandwiches up here?
Oh,
Because they have these like pre-made
turkey. Yeah, they're great.
turkey sandwiches.
Yeah. RGH, man, best hospital for
Hell
having a
yeah,
baby.
dude.
And,
Did you guys have Donnie there?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's
And
the
you
best.
you got the dinner, right?
Did you
get
got
the-
something extra special because it's Christmas? So we got like, they did it. They extra did it up.
They give you like
A steak.
they give you a steak,
Yeah.
and it's just like a complimentary, like
Yeah.
congratulatory.
I'm sure it's in the bill, but yeah. Nothing's for free.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
You look on there and it says,
Steak dinner for dad.
yeah,
Well, when we had our
ribeye-
first
ribeye
kid,
steak.
right? I was going through the academy, so I couldn't take time off. So I'd be from 8 to 4 or whatever. Couldn't have my phone on me.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering all the day, like, holy shit, like, is she in the hospital or not?
Oh my god.
Then finally, like that Wednesday, and she texts me, or I get out of the academy, turn my phone on, and I'm in the hospital. Don't worry, I'm in the hospital. I'm like, oh shit, no, I gotta fly over there. So then so I slept there at night for 3 nights or 2. Well, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday too. But Wednesday, Thursday, I had to wake up on those days and go into the academy. So I'd wake up, go right, shower at the academy, and then go right into class all day. Luckily on Friday, it was Christmas Eve. We had a half day. We just had to do PT for like a 4-hour session, and that was it. So I flew out of there. But like, it sucks being in the hospital on Christmas Eve because none of the food's open except for the cafeteria. So if you want to get like a Subway or there's nothing really good, or you have to leave.
Where is this cafeteria?
The first floor. Come on, I'll show you. We should do that. That'll be a great episode. I'll show you where the cafeteria is. We'll get a Subway.
The only thing I saw
Split a foot long.
it was
Jared.
Wolfgang Puck.
I saw that. That's up by the birthing unit, like the second, third floor.
Right.
But there's a cafeteria like on the first floor, I think. There's
I believe
a Subway. Yeah, I only remember Subway because that's all I really care about. Was good.
Chick-fil-A.
No. But it's just weird being there in the Christmas time because nothing's open.
Yeah.
Like you say, you lose sense of time being there because, we had a room with a window, but that window was facing another building.
Right.
And then we had a room for the recovery. It had a window, but it was just facing other windows. It was just like a big corridor.
Yeah.
It was like no roof up top, but it was just like a big triangle of just like emptiness. And you just stare at that.
Yeah, you're not really looking out there. Like you're.
Oh, I was.
You were.
Yeah, like, get me the fuck out of here.
You're just so
I can't
busy.
sleep in this chair anymore. How dads do it.
Right.
Dads have the hardest job coming out of pregnancy.
Sleeping in that chair.
Sleep in that damn chair.
The one next to the bed?
Yeah.
You don't like that chair?
Dude, I'm 6'5". My fucking feet are hanging off it, and
I guess at my height it's perfect. It reclines. I was like, the lady on the day the morning that we were leaving, the lady was like, yeah, and like you can all the stuff that's in this drawer, like you can take all this, you can take all this stuff, whatever
Yeah.
you need. And I was like, how about that recliner? Can I come back and get that recliner?
what'd she say?
She was like, oh, my husband said the same thing.
Say yes or no, I would tell her.
She wouldn't say.
I'd get in her face, be like, is that a yes
Yeah,
or no?
I mean, I was like, I'm gonna go
Need
get
to
the
know.
truck.
I got a truck.
Can we call a couple of these nurses up?
That chair would be sweet at the barbershop. Just take a quick nap in the back.
Right. Just
Yeah. Zip.
that's what I
Put
need
the
in my life.
VR on,
That'd
play some
be,
games.
dude. I need a recliner in my life.
I have one. I need a newer one. I have one that's like a hand-me-down.
Do you?
I need to get a brand new Lazy Boy. My dad, the difference, because my dad has like a newer one.
Yeah.
It's not new anymore, but it's definitely 20 years newer than the one I have.
Yeah.
And the difference, it's so much more comfortable, just hugs you. It's an extra tall version for tall people.
Yeah. It's
I
got
gotta get
that
one.
button so it helps you stand up.
No, he doesn't have that. He's not there yet. Soon, probably. No, he still has it's traditional, got the lever.
Yeah.
Yeah, mechanical.
I need to rearrange. The living room.
What you need to do is get a bigger house
Yeah.
on our compound.
I'm working on the
Baby steps.
baby steps.
I love you, man, for doing that. That's awesome.
I love you.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah, dude.
I couldn't tell if you're joking, if you're pissed off at me because you're spending your money to pay off your debts, or you're actually happy.
No, dude. So like we've talked about Dave Ramsey before,
A lot,
and I
yeah.
never discounted anything you said. I just felt like what I was doing was working. And
You're just fighting yourself.
Dude, I was fighting myself. I swear to God, was it the last podcast or two podcasts
Two
ago?
podcasts ago, yep.
I swear to God, dude, on the way home, I pulled up a Dave Ramsey video because I wanted to hear more. And I felt like I had this epiphany
Yeah.
that I was just doing things wrong. And I feel like a huge weight is lifted off my shoulder.
Right.
Like we took all that money, we paid off all of Vale's debts, all of my debts except for my truck and my student loans. But that, like, we were in a good spot because based on the baby steps, you start by just saving up $1,000.
Yep.
We already had that blown out of the water.
Yep.
So we were ahead.
Basically, yeah, you spend everything down to 1,000 at that point. Keep your 1,000 in the bank, and then
And
pay off the lowest or smallest debts first. And
exactly. And we were able, instead of just like having to wait one by one and chip away, we literally took the balance of our savings account and we took it all the way down to $2,000. So we
Yeah.
kept $2,000 and we paid off all the small debts. And now Val doesn't have to worry about it, especially right now she's not making money.
Yeah, I know.
She's on maternity leave.
Yeah.
And me, I've situated myself to where my truck was initially going to be paid off in 3 years. I'm paying it off in 10 months.
I love it.
And then my student loans, I'm going to still chip away at that while I can.
Chip away the truck, everything you can.
Yeah.
Then pay the minimum on those student loans.
So I took part of paying everything off. We had an extra, like, close to $3,000 left over after paying everything. So I took the $3,000 and I looked at all the student debt that I had.
Yeah.
And it's not a lot. It was like 20 grand. And it's split into like a bunch of different loans. And I was able to find the highest interest loans and just pay those off.
There you go.
And that's what I did. So now I owe
That's
like,
smart.
I think like 16,000 on my student loans
Okay.
or 17. So, and then after that, it's just paying off the house in the next 7 years.
Yep.
So that's
then
that's the
15
goal.
Well, so after you pay off all your debt, consumer debt, so stuff that doesn't go up in value, like your cars,
Yeah.
student loans, credit cards, you start putting 15% into your IRA,
Yeah.
401k, but IRA is for you.
Right.
After you do the 15% in there, then you start putting everything else extra on the house, get the house paid off.
I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or what you could do is, instead of paying the house off, you could be putting that money aside and not touching it. So if you want to move or something like that, you kind of have that. I think that's okay in Dave Ramsey's guidance.
I figured if we can get our house paid off, let's say we can pay it off the next 5 years, which I think is totally possible.
Oh, yeah.
If we do
for
it.
sure. If you do it that way.
That just means we're in our house for another 5 years. When we move, our house is gonna be completely paid off. So instead of selling it, we'll rent it out. We'll have that extra income, and then we'll move. We'll find the house that we really want to have.
Maybe the brother-in-law will rent it out.
I don't know. I think by then there's a chance that he may be on his own.
Yeah, that'd be his own. That'd be his spot.
Well, I mean, like before that. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
before we get to that point.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's great. That's great news, right? Shows baby steps do work. Just got to be dedicated to it. Not step away.
Yeah.
Don't go off the track, Don't go buy a new truck now or
No.
get a new credit card.
I literally used to think this. I used to think, well, I'm able to pay all my bills, I'm putting money away, and I'm still paying down my debts. So if I have this extra couple $100 that I can spend in my savings, I'm going to spend it. So like I'm up late night on Amazon buying stuff I don't need, right?
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
Oh, yeah. I don't go on Amazon for that reason. Yeah.
I don't do that anymore.
There you go.
All because of the way, like, I just think if I were to give advice to people, I wouldn't even necessarily say like, yeah, go watch Dave Ramsey. It's definitely worth checking out. Check out the 7. Is it like the 7 baby steps?
7 baby steps. Yep. Debt snowball.
Check that out, but also just be open to reimagining the way that you think right now. You may feel comfortable. You may think that things are good, but it's always good to reevaluate.
Yeah. Next step, though, you're not going to like what I want to say about this for financial advice, but not for anyone. Sorry, I didn't mean to touch your foot there.
That was kind of hot.
You like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're married to someone, right? You're a team.
Last time I checked, yes.
No, I'm just saying when you're married, right?
Yeah.
You're a team. You're not roommates. You're not two friends anymore. You got to combine finances. One account. I know it's scary. And I'm surprised you guys don't just have one account, right?
Yeah.
But Sarah and I did that, and we made so much more progress. This was years ago now. We've been married 11 years. This is probably year 5 in our marriage, right? We decided, okay, we're fighting each other too much, spending money here, not knowing what's in this account and that account.
Yeah.
We have one account for checking, one account for savings, and our retirement stuff. But we know what's in there at all times. We're not no one's lying to each other, or not lying, but spending the money and not knowing what's in the account. And
right.
We're a team. All of our money goes into that team. And instead of having two separate, basically what Dave Ramsey calls it, it's like, oh, you're just being roommates that are married.
Yeah.
You have 2 accounts. What's the point of having 2 accounts?
It's
put everything in one account. You know where everything is. You know where she stands and where you stand. I know you guys communicate a lot, so that's not an issue really with your relationship. But just if you want to go on that, go watch that part of Dave Ramsey, video. It'll open your eyes a little bit, just to see. You don't have to do it, but
I think if you would have said this prior to the 2 podcasts ago, I think I would have completely dismissed it. But that was just because the way that I was thinking at the time was different. It was like, well, if I want to frivolously spend, if I want to go buy a motorcycle, I don't want to have to look into this one bulk account of my money and her money.
See, that's a mine.
Do you know what I mean?
It's not her money, your money. It's your money.
Yeah.
It's a team. The 2 of you.
Yeah.
It's our money, not you and I, but her and you and Vale.
I think, I think it makes more sense to me now the way that I see things. But I mean, we have.
I know you got joint.
We have joint accounts,
but we
do keep separate savings accounts. To where it was like, okay, after our bills are paid and taken care of, this is the money that we can individually use for ourselves.
Yeah.
That's how we would look at it.
Yeah.
But to your point, I would definitely be interested in checking out that portion of Dave Ramsey's talks.
Yeah, I would. It's worth a look. I would take a look at it as your next step to financial freedom.
I'm down.
It worked for us. Not saying it wasn't working, but
right.
It's just if I'm going to buy something, I'm going to go buy it. And we know what's in the account. She's going to do it. She's going to okay, I can buy that. Instead of us because you kind of fight each other if you think about it. You have 2 separate accounts.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to frivolously spend this. I'm going to do. Meanwhile, if you guys would have had everything in one account, be like, maybe we shouldn't do it this month. And you kind of wait on it, and then a month later, I didn't really need to buy that, whatever, that extra jacket.
I think you're right, and I think what that does, because the current setup we have now is light years better than what we used to have.
Yeah.
And I think what would make it even better is kind of what you're talking about, because it condenses everything into just a few accounts. And I think it makes it easier to look at, okay, this is our money. Like, would you say have an account where all your money pools into, and perhaps that there's a portion of that money that goes into another account where all the bills are paid out of? Or would you say, like, because here's
one checking, one savings.
One checking, one savings.
Yep. Shared joint account.
Okay. So theoretically, the way we do it now is a portion of my money every single week goes into.
You say it's my money.
What?
You're married.
Sorry, a portion of the money that I make from working goes into our joint checking account, and same with what Val does, and that money is used to pay bills. But then we have savings.
It's separate. Yeah.
So would we do the same thing? That we would have a joint checking account and keep having a portions of each of our money go into that.
Everything goes in. And then you decide together what goes in the savings that month.
I would say everything.
After you do your budget. Do you do a budget each month? I probably do, right?
Not there yet.
Okay, you got to do a budget.
But
if you're going to save so much more money by doing a budget, you might realize I might not need this subscription, or we're spending too much. I know you guys are pretty good about being good with spending money. But,
yeah, we're pretty good about that.
You having a budget, you're like, oh, I spend this much on going out on food this week or this month. I can knock that down by like $100, and I can save extra $100 a month if you really want to get crazy with it and get out of this debt quicker. Sometimes that's what it takes. You got to go all in. You got to go, full speed.
I'm definitely a balls to the wall. But the way I think of it is like, you put enough money into the account where the bills are coming out of. You put enough money into there every single week so that when the bills come out, you're good. Anything that's left over from what you made that doesn't go into that account, I would imagine just putting all that into the savings.
Yeah, but savings that both you guys are joint.
Exactly.
No, nothing separate anymore.
Exactly.
Just one savings account, one a bank. Savings and checking, right? And that way, when you guys look up the app to look at what you got in there for the month, she knows how much you guys have. You look it up, you know how much you guys have. There's no guess. Oh, I need to make this bigger purchase. I need to go ask her, what she got to make everything work at the end of the month.
Right.
No, everything's just there, and you guys know.
And I think the relationship. Well, actually, I know the relationship that Val and I have. I think that system will work because we both trust each other.
Yeah.
And not to mention,
well, you should be. You just have 2 kids and share a house, and
yeah.
That's why I think it's crazy that people don't. I'm not saying you're crazy for having that way, right? But
yeah.
You can be married and you want to have 2 different accounts. I know a lot. Probably every couple that does this that's married. It's like, it just drives me crazy that people don't do that sooner, where they have a shared account, just one joint account.
Yeah.
For everything.
I'll try to give you an insight as to like why I arrived at the decision to do that.
Yeah.
I had a relationship a really long time ago. It was a pretty serious relationship. Broke my heart. Whatever. But it was a really serious relationship. And at that time, I was pretty young, and this individual and myself decided to get joint accounts together and start doing that. Some months later, things didn't work out, and it became a nightmare. We both had money in there.
Yeah.
It became a nightmare, and that set me up for the future of not wanting to do that ever again, because I thought that it was so messy that I didn't want to do that again. It was literally that one instance that made me not want to do that.
Yeah.
But to your point, I have a much better relationship with
I would
my
hope
wife.
so. You're legally binded to each other forever now.
Yeah. But we have a way better relationship, and I think that this is going to be another one of those conversations where on the next podcast, I'm going to be like, dude, thank you so much.
Well, it just makes things so much easier.
Yeah.
How many bank accounts do we need to be looking at? That's why I love. I could pull them up my Chase app and be like, oh, okay, this is what we got.
Right.
Instead of like, oh, let me look at Chase. Let me look at ESL. I do have ESL.
He's got a hidden account, folks.
No, because Chase got rid of all their ATMs around here. There's only one in Greece now. There's one.
Yeah.
On the other side of town. I used to have one or a couple in Brockport. Well, there's one in Brockport now, or still, but there used to be 2 in Brockport, 2 in Greece up closer to where we live. But they got rid of all their ATMs. So I'm like, screw it, I'm going to go get ESL. But then I got ESL account years ago.
Yeah.
And every time I go on vacation, they would block my account. So I would have to remember
to tell
ESL, hey, I'm going out of town for a couple days.
ESL,
don't lock my account up.
Hey, I'm just going to PA. Don't
I'm
fucking
just going
lock
to Pennsylvania
me out,
for
right?
the day for a work trip or something. So I got sick of doing that. So Chase is the best one of the best for if you're traveling, they don't mess with you because they know like, oh, this guy might be traveling. It's not suspicious to buy a hot dog.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
Hey,
But
this guy
so we have that. She knows that, right? She has access to it too. And it's nice having because there's an actual ATM in our town for ESL.
Right.
So if you need cash quick, I'm still thinking about just making the jump and put everything in ESL again. But
yeah,
I don't keep much in ESL. It's only like $20 a month, and then if I need more money, I just transfer it from Chase to ESL, so I don't get the ATM charges and I can get cash quick.
I think I think I think ESNL is probably the way to go when it comes to like not being a business. As an
Yeah.
individual, I think places like Canandaigua International Canandaigua National,
Yeah.
ESL. I think those credit unions are probably the best way to go. Because Chase, like, this blows my mind to, like, now that I'm seeing things the way that I do, the fact that Chase, and all banks do this, but the fact that Chase uses your money to make money,
Yeah.
but penalizes you
If you
for not having enough money, not for not for overdrafting or anything like that, but if I'm just under the limit for the amount of money I keep in, like, let's say my business account, they penalize me for that.
Yeah, I didn't. I know they did that. I didn't know they did it for business accounts because I had.
Yeah.
I guess you call it a high yield savings account, or where I had like like 20 grand in there.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, make sure you don't go below 10, or you're gonna start getting penalized. And all of a sudden, I went back to school and everything, so I started using that money to pay for school. And yeah, I'm like, fuck, I'm just going back to regular savings account. Like, why would a bank penalize me for taking money out of my own money?
Yeah.
So, but you're right. I probably
it's
should look and
wild.
go to ESL again. I just hate it because I gave up all credit cards too with the Dave Ramsey thing, right?
Did you throw them out, by the way?
The credit cards?
Yeah, like
cut them.
you cut them. So you have all the credit accounts, but you
Most of them are closed. I called and closed them, but yeah, I cut them up.
Okay.
It's really hard. Say if you have a Chase credit card,
Yeah.
very hard. They're gonna try to get you to keep it. It's very hard to do. To get
I don't
rid of it.
even. So what
And
I
make you
do
jump
is
through a
just,
million steps.
I let them close it.
Yeah, after like 5 or 6 years of it not being
Yeah.
used. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave all my accounts open. I have a lot. I'm gonna leave all of them open.
Just let them close. Yeah, it's
And just
easier
let 'em
to be on the
close.
phone.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while, but
Well, some of them I've had for a while, so I'm not too worried about that. But
yeah. Just make sure you cut up the card. Well, keep an eye on them too, in case someone figures out the card number.
dude, and they fucking do. Those will get you.
Yeah, I used to think it was so cool getting credit cards.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got a $8,000 limit. Look at me.
Yeah. You could really fuck your life up overnight.
I never did, fortunately, because my parents didn't have credit cards growing up,
Yeah.
and they like lived that lifestyle. So I was very cautious of having one. But I want to build credit because this is another thing with Dave Ramsey, right? Credit's more like it feeds into people's addiction of gambling, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got my credit. It's like a game. I got my credit score. It's a credit score that's made up.
Yeah.
So they got this. So people like, oh, I'm gonna keep spending on my credit card because I'm gonna get a higher credit score, and then I'm gonna get into debt, and then I can't get out of it, so I got to pay this interest. But I got my high credit score.
Yeah.
That means nothing.
It's wild.
Yeah, and that's when I was younger kids, right, or younger adults see
Yeah.
that, and they oh, I gotta get that. I remember a guy who was older than me in one of my jobs in Texas. And he's like, oh, you got to get that credit score up if you want to get a house, get a truck, this and that. So that's, okay, yeah, I'll start using a credit card and
Yeah,
pay
makes
it off
sense.
and whatnot. But luckily, I never, always paid off the balance. But I think everyone always says that, oh, I always pay off the balance. Like, not everyone pays off the balance, or these banks be going bankrupt. There's
Yeah.
people with interest, for sure.
There's probably a good portion of people that are just paying the minimum monthly.
Yeah.
Not
I've
realizing.
done that in the past. If I have a,
Yeah, we've all
when
been
I was
there,
younger,
right?
being dumb, but I always try to pay off the balance.
And then you realize, you're like, okay, if my payment is, let's say, $100 a month. I've had this happen when I was younger. Paying $100 a month on time. My credit score is getting up there. It's like a 720 or whatever. I'm doing well, right? And I realized that $60 of the payment.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think it was 60 of it was going to pay it off, and then the rest of it
For
was
doing
going.
interest.
It was going for interest. So
But you got the high credit score. That means everything.
That's
you.
dude. It's mind-boggling because I could sit here all day and say, "Well, I got a fucking." I just checked it the other day. It's like an 817.
Yeah, that's why I got something 805. Yeah, something.
It's
crazy.
incredible.
Yeah.
But all that means is they're
I'm
willing
really
to
good
give
at
you
getting
more
debt.
money.
I'm really good at getting in debt. That's all
Yeah.
it means. And people say, "Oh, how am I going to buy a house?" Well, you can still buy a house without having a credit score.
Can you?
It's called manually underwriting it.
Okay.
It takes longer to get your loan, but there are banks out there that'll do it with people with zero credit scores.
Interesting. They probably just have to get more information on you.
Yeah, it's more information. Yeah.
So, do you think like, let's say in a couple years, like, I don't think my credit score is going to go down from not using
No.
this stuff. But let's say in a couple years when Val and I go to get a new house, would it be more beneficial to find a bank like that?
Yeah. Dave Ramsey has them that he promotes.
Okay.
Ones to go to. I haven't listened to him in a while.
Rocket Mortgage.
No, not Rocket Mortgage. They definitely want your interest.
They're a huge scam, dude.
Oh yeah. My dad was telling me a story. It wasn't a
use
Rocket Mortgage story, but when he was buying their house they live in now, but this is back probably 1990. He went down to the banks downtown and told the bank, say, "Hey, I want a 15-year mortgage, and I'm not going to have a lawyer involved. Blah blah. I'm saving money, but not having a lawyer. It's just who my dad is."
Yeah.
And they bring out the paperwork, and he's reading through. He's like, "Wait a minute, this is a 30-year mortgage." "Oh yeah, I thought it'd just be better. It's less payment, this and that." "Yeah, but I'm paying so much more in interest. I want a 15-year mortgage." Like they wouldn't give him a 15-year mortgage.
Yeah. They don't like that.
Yeah, because they want more the money for the interest. So that's all bank. Yeah, it's a scam.
They used to penalize you. So this was confusing to me because some loans, especially like my truck loan, when I was looking at paying it off early, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They talk about, there's like a little fine print that says like there may be fees for paying this off early. And that always blew my mind, but that actually used to be more of a common thing.
Yeah.
Like probably when your dad was getting a house,
That probably was the thing.
if you got a 30-year mortgage but you paid it off in 10 or 15 years, they probably fucked you over.
They're pissed.
They're pissed.
Yeah, I would be. Pay me
But
my money.
because the way that we're looking at it is like, well, we're saving, and if we have the ability to be done with this debt and fucking get that weight off our shoulders,
I want to do it.
it's great for us, right? And they see like, well, the loan companies should be happy because they're getting their money faster.
Yeah.
They don't really want it faster.
No, they don't. They want that interest. That's what the money is.
They want to string you along.
Yeah.
So if they could do a 100-year mortgage, they probably would.
Yeah. Like these truck truck loans.
You should just
84 a month or something.
just call them mortgages, Al.
$800 a month for 84 months or something.
Fucking insane,
Or $1,000 a
dude.
month.
50,
The average car payment in America is like $700.
I believe
now.
it.
Isn't that crazy? I don't know. I'd be so scared.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I can't. That's like another thing that pushed me towards just being done with my truck. Because whatever vehicle I get in after this truck, let's say I downsized and got the same vehicle that Val has, my payment's gonna be more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Another thing too with being in debt, this is what Dave Ramsey says, the borrower is slave to the lender. So the more loans and stuff you are, the more you're slave to working hard, paying off that debt,
you have to.
working for that loan.
Yeah.
But if you don't have any debt, it's the best feeling in the world.
It already feels good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm only halfway. I'm like
Yeah, we're halfway there.
halfway there.
Imagine when you get there.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
I imagine, like, I think I said this last time, and I probably said it on the other podcast too. But I realized I'm always thinking, how can I make more money? How can I make more money? To like get further and further and further. This is before thinking the way that I now
Yeah.
think. But then I realized, since talking to you, you don't have to make more money to have more money.
Yep.
You just have to be smarter with
Yeah,
your
stop
money.
spending it.
Stop spending the money.
Yep.
And like my neighbors, our neighbors are
Jewish.
they're Hasidic.
That'd be wild,
They
huh?
have a tunnel in their basement.
Yeah, the tunnels they have. My God.
Yeah, I heard them knocking in our basement. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Also, the drone comes out. And it's fucking Syria. Right? Syria has the drones now in Jersey? Or is it Iran?
Well, I don't know. We might have to dive into that because I don't know.
Yeah, deep dive.
But they're like 2 or 3 years older than we are, and their house is all paid off.
Yeah.
Just imagine the quality of life that you gain from not like what's like the tax payment on like, so like my house is, I pay right now, it's a little bit higher because the tax difference or whatever, but like my payment's going to be like $900, right? 450 of that is the mortgage.
Yeah.
The other $450 or whatever is
Insurance, taxes.
insurance and taxes. So you're telling me that once my house is paid off, I only got to pay like $450 a month?
Yep.
Dude, you know how much money that leaves
Oh, yeah.
to save and to invest? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like you get
Yeah, man.
to invest for your future, but you also get to use that money to go on vacations and do nice things.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait till you're 65, 66 to have those things.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
And the quicker you can get saving and taking advantage of compound interest,
Yeah.
so you got to play a long game with this.
Yeah.
The quicker you are to being a millionaire and be able to enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And when I say millionaire, I'm not saying, you're going to have $1 million to spend a year. But if you got $1 million in your savings,
You're a millionaire.
a millionaire, A. B, though, that interest, if you keep it at $1 million, even 500,000, it starts growing so quick.
Yeah.
Especially if it's growing 10%, 12% a year,
Yeah.
which is the industry average. 10%, a $1 million bucks, that's $100,000.
Yeah.
And imagine 10 years from that, that's okay, I'm at $2 million. It keeps compounding, just that's it. Quick as you can take advantage of that compound interest, the better, because it takes time. So that's why you got to start young.
I agree. I will say, I no longer feel like I'm behind.
Nice.
I feel
That's
like
a good feeling.
I feel like 33.
Not feeling oppressed by.
No, I don't. I feel like I still have a shit ton of time. Like, even if it took me, I think in the next 15 to 20 years, I think I'll be sitting pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Like, and that's just to know how fast, with all those debts that Val and I were paying off, and we were still able to save up the amount of money we saved up in like just a couple months. Getting rid of all those debts and doing the same thing. I mean, we're going to be able to save like probably half of the amount of money each of us, half of our money in total.
That's awesome.
that we make, which is a lot.
It's a lot of cake.
Yeah, that's like. I feel like early retirement is still a possibility right now.
Yeah. I would love to. Biggest hindrance to that is healthcare.
Yeah, but I think we're going to see some big changes with healthcare
After Luigi.
And I also think, like, my sister used to be in healthcare, and
Yeah.
she's made me realize that we only rely on healthcare because healthcare has made us rely on them.
Yes.
Right? They don't cure us.
No.
They fix us. They don't promote us to do things that are going to benefit our bodies and our health.
Yeah. I bet you $10. I'm going to go tomorrow to that doctor.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, you can keep the same lifestyle. We're just going to give you meds.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Now, like, how about before I give you this medicine?
If she doesn't offer you, or he doesn't offer you Ozempic, I'm going to be surprised.
I'm going to ask for Ozempic. I'm going to go Ozempic, bitch. Look at me.
Look at
come
this.
in next pot just super thin.
Dude, I just ate a sheet pizza.
Sheet pizza.
And it doesn't fucking
I shot
matter.
Ozempic up my ass.
I
Look at me now.
actually just put it on the pizza.
Yeah. Just spray it on Ozempic. Ozempic special. Oh.
Just wait. That's going to be a fucking nightmare.
I can't wait for tomorrow.
Ozempic.
Should I film it?
Yeah, you should.
Her just trying to give me more meds. I don't take any meds currently. So they're probably like, oh my God, dude, you got to get on something.
It
Gotta
depends.
make money. It's too good. We got to make money off this.
Is she a young doctor?
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen her so long.
40s, 50s? If she's like OG.
Probably early 40s.
Early
mid
40s?
maybe? I don't know. It's been a while. I'll let you know.
So it really depends on the kind of doctor. But I think there's doctors out there that, although they spend a lot of time learning, and I got a fact for you, by the way, that I'm going to tell you that's going to maybe blow your mind or not.
It's all the audience.
But there's people that go to med school and they believe, and you're in this box when you're in school in general, but you're in this box,
Right.
and you believe everything that you're taught, and that this is the way, and you believe it in good conscience, you know?
Yeah.
You're good-hearted about it. But there's doctors who believe in medicine, but they also believe that medicine's not the only way. And if she's that kind of doctor, that's good for you. If not, then you might have to push a little harder to achieve what you want to achieve.
Yeah, but
You know?
if she tells me to do something, I'm not going to do it. I'll just take, okay.
Right.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Right.
I'll go get that script filled and not get it filled.
And you'll
Unless
be
it's
good.
ADHD or TRT.
Here you go.
Be like Joe Rogan.
Right. Oh, the fact I wanted to tell you about. And I had to look this up because I was talking to my sister, and I asked her, I said, when did you when did you have this realization about the medical field? And before this realization, were you like balls to the wall? You believed everything that you were taught? And she was like, I wholeheartedly believed everything that I learned because that's all I knew. She told me, and you can look this up, you can Google it, it's easy to find, it comes right up. The medical books that are the main books that students use to learn in medical school, guess who they're written by?
Big Pharma.
Big Pharma.
Oh, yeah. They're smart. They gotta make money.
Dude, that alone is a huge red flag.
Huge.
She also told me, because we were talking about vaccines, I'm on the fence with having all the vaccinations when it comes to the kids.
I'm sure, yeah.
But I was asking my sister questions because we just had this new baby, and right when these babies come out, they want to fucking just
everything.
jab.
Let me hug it.
Yeah, they don't fuck around.
No.
So I was talking to her about that, and she was telling me that when she was working at the private practice that she was at, that nurses would come back into the break room or wherever, and they would feel bad about giving these vaccines to kids because they would see how the kids would react, and they just feel there's something in their heart, like they feel like they're doing the right thing, but they're not sure. And what other nurses and doctors would tell them is they would say, just tell yourself that you're doing something good.
But you're not.
That's insane. I said, they would actually say that. And she said, yeah. And I said, and the people saying that, were they already like one foot out the door with this stuff, or like were they questioning it too? And she goes, no, they wholeheartedly believe that they were doing a good thing. And
wow,
that's insane. And
sad.
It's sad. That just blows my mind.
And your sister's not just a regular nurse, or was a regular nurse, right? She was an NP, if you can say that, right?
Yeah, she was a nurse practitioner.
Yeah, that's pretty high up there. Pretty much a doctor.
Yeah, and she still is passionate. Like whenever I have questions, she answers them. But she just doesn't believe that every issue that we encounter health-wise in life needs medical intervention.
No.
She goes, like her kids go to a holistic doctor.
Okay.
So when there's things that come up, they go there, and there's other remedies. I'm not saying it's all like, go home and burn sage and your fucking cold will go away. Yeah. But it's just kind of like, if you have a headache, just you don't have to take medicine.
No.
Fight through it.
I do. Yeah. Back pain? Be a man. Fight through it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Do you have cancer?
Fuck it.
Fight through it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. But
I might do that. I don't know. If I got cancer, just live my life as it is. And
I think it's easy to say because we don't have cancer, but I will say yes. I don't think I want to go through chemo and all that. I've seen enough people go through it.
Yeah.
I heard, maybe it's with certain kind of cancer, I heard that if you go on a keto diet and you starve your body of sugar, that you'll kill the cancer.
Yeah, the ketones.
The cancer will feed off of
the fat cells.
Yeah.
Or your body will feed off the cancer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know how true that is. Maybe it's anecdotal.
It was true. Everyone would be doing it. No, but I'm sure people don't like finding cures to this stuff because if you can make the money off it.
Sure.
People like money.
I heard that a cure for cancer would tank
everyone.
It would tank. Yeah, I mean, look at just here in Rochester. We have an incredible cancer hospital.
Yeah, the health system, just everything's cancer this, cancer that.
Yeah, I think the health
which is great.
system would
gives
suffer.
people support, but
yeah,
a lot of money involved.
Tons of money.
Tom Galsano isn't donating money to that because, he feels good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's you'd call him a philanthropist, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but he's not. He would, people are making money off it.
For sure. Perhaps he has good intentions,
Yeah, I think he does. But it's just weird, seeing that, and there's got to be a cure somewhere.
I also find it weird. This is incredible. I don't know if we talked about this or if I was talking with someone else. It's amazing that we've gotten to the point with AIDS, HIV,
Yeah.
that they can get it. Dude, it's like talking about how they don't want to cure you. They just want to keep you kind of stringing along.
Yeah.
They have it to a point where HIV is undetectable with this medication.
Jesus.
But you still got it.
Still got it.
You still got to take this medication. It's just barely there. You can't pass it on.
Trust us.
You won't come up in a test.
But trust me.
But you got to take this
Gotta take that pill.
$10,000 a month pill.
Yeah.
That's just fucking. If you're that close, cure it.
It probably is cured, but they don't want to let
That's
that
what I
money
mean.
stop. Yeah. You still got it. So I'm going to
Yeah,
keep
does
taking this one.
undetectable, doesn't that just mean cured?
And because you got the AIDS, I'm going to get a little bit of Ozempic on the side.
Yeah.
Dip the AIDS medicine in a little Ozempic.
Yeah.
There you go.
Your weight is undetectable.
So we're just going to do a little Ozempic dip with your AIDS pill.
It's fine.
Everything will be fine.
It's going to be fine.
Be fine.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully the medical community doesn't come after us, you know?
this thing might get flagged today, this podcast.
It's already, we didn't even post it yet, and it's already
Yeah,
flagged.
probably.
I see
They're
a
knocking
flag.
on my door right now. I hear it. FBI.
He's holding up the goose.
Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah, the goose gets it.
The goose gets.
Dude, Nick and this goose, he's obsessed.
I am.
I'm going to bring
wa-
her down.
I wanted to bring it down, but I felt bad because you guys dressed it up. I didn't want to.
You can bring it down.
Okay.
We have a goose, for people that don't know.
Yeah. I think that's our thing. I mean, like, this snowman is cool and everything, but I think the goose is, like, staple.
Yeah. Okay.
The goose may even be our new logo. I like these fish. We'll keep them because these represent you and I.
Yeah, people don't know that. Yeah, that's Nick here and the
And this is
hat,
Alex.
and I'm in there in that little cowboy hat thing.
Yeah.
Look like a doofus.
It kind of resembles us, to be honest.
Yeah. If I was really baked, probably.
Yeah. If you notice, the peckers are
Small.
what you call it, undetectable.
Undetectable, but you can tell we just edged.
And you can tell if you look under here.
You see the distress.
There's a little flap right here. That's the edging, the sign of edging.
And so back to edging, right? I asked you a
Yeah.
question, probably last podcast, if you're a morning or night guy.
Yeah.
I was asking like, are you a night owl or just wake up early? I was asking, do you jerk off in the morning or jerk off at night?
You're not? Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, you're kidding.
I
me.
was. And I was like, okay. And I listened to it the day. I'm like, oh, he didn't get what I was saying.
At all.
Yeah. Are you a morning guy? Like a cup of coffee?
I'm not saying.
Or you don't want to talk about it?
No, I'm not
Sounds
saying.
like,
No, not at all. I wear my heart
yeah, on your sleeve.
on my sleeves.
I don't, but.
I can't say that I haven't in the morning, but definitely more of a night guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Night guy. I'm a morning guy, right? It's like,
Really, first thing in the morning.
it's like have a fresh cup of Joe, post-nut clarity, ready to go hit the day hard. You know,
Wow.
I shower after, obviously, right? Get all cleaned up, but yeah.
Oh, so you're doing the old school. You're not doing it in the shower.
No. Well, if it's in the shower, right?
I gotta tell my mom not to listen to this.
yeah,
this
ma-
one.
Ugh. No, but yeah, so yeah, definitely morning guy, for sure.
Interesting. What do you think? You've always
I'll
been
do
a
it
morning
any time
guy?
of the day. Don't get me wrong.
Don't
right?
get me wrong. You can't stop a good thing from
You can't-
happening.
Yeah, if I'm feeling it, we're going to town, ragging.
When did you realize that you were a morning jerker?
25, 26,
25, 26.
26 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, ever since, never looked back.
Quite honestly,
It's
I've
like
never thought about it.
Start trying it, dude. This might change your life too, just like Dave Ramsey.
In the
I might at night. I might try it at night.
fuck
more.
your life.
It's just at night, like I can just be my wife.
Yeah.
So in the morning, she's not gonna wake
Well,
up that early.
yeah, that makes
If I'm
sense.
feeling it, right?
But if like the wifey hints, okay, like I'm gonna set up a scenario for you. If the wifey's like,
Yes.
if
No.
yes,
Yes.
if I'm like, hey, so we gonna, you know what I'm saying, we gonna do it. If she's like, I'm not really in the mood tonight, I'm cool with that.
Oh, me too.
But if I got a shower on the horizon that night, anyways, I'm cool with that. I'll just bust it out in the shower.
In the shower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's why. So
Huh.
to your point, at night, maybe.
Yeah, but then I get nervous because she says no, but sometimes no doesn't mean no. Not saying I force anything,
Oh God.
but sometimes no means yes.
This really
but not
took a turn.
in that way of rape, right? But
Yeah.
sometimes you're right. Like she's like, oh no, and then you just cuddle. Then also she starts getting the mood, right?
Yep.
So I would hate to have that because I'm not a 2-nutter guy.
Right.
One and done. I'm good for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Right on the dot. You know,
On the dot.
I can't go back to back.
No, say, I'd like to meet someone who can though, and what the fuck that's like.
I've tried before, when
It's
years ago.
that was like a high school thing.
But you can't. I just can't. It's just not like okay. It feels like feels like going to work, right? And you just you have a good day, but then the next day's shit. Just lose that high. It's like a runner's high, maybe. I don't know. You're losing it.
Yeah, it's like if you're really craving a chicken Big Mac.
Oh, chicken Big Mac.
The first one.
I was hoping you'd bring one today.
The first.
They don't make them anymore.
Not gonna happen.
They don't last very long.
The first one.
Gotta get a McRib.
Yeah, like a McRib. All right,
I heard that's why.
Let's do a McRib, right? You have that first McRib of the year, and it's an
gross.
explosion. You're like, holy shit, this is everything I wanted. You have a second one, it's not as good.
No.
You have a third one, you can't get hard anymore.
Yeah, you're not even going.
You're not even
trying.
going.
Yeah.
So
I've been there.
I agree with you. I think all this bragging that people used to do about, I used to fuck
remember
for...
that we have a friend probably that probably could do it. Do that multiple times. I'm not gonna say names here.
I'm trying to think now. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Coco.
Yeah.
Coco Melon.
Yeah. But I think that some people... I've met people, and I'm not saying he does, but I've met people who borderline might have a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm cool with the way things are set up
Yeah.
in my life.
So you're a night guy. For sure. I'm a morning. Like a cup of coffee religiously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, though, morning sex, holy crap, is amazing.
It is, but then I don't want to do anything the rest of the day.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
As long as I shower.
Yeah. Gotta
It's
shower.
like a nice little reset.
Yeah, you gotta have reset. Just press reset.
But the morning time, I feel like now it's been a minute, but you can't really, when you got a fucking kid in your room, you can't really be doing that in the morning. But
That's tough. I didn't think about that.
yeah, dude. Honestly, the best, I would say like one of the, what's the word? One of the peak times of my life with Val was when we were living in our camper.
Yeah?
So for those who didn't know, I used to live in a camper for like 4 months.
Yeah, it's a YouTube series, isn't it?
I don't even know if it's still there.
It's got to be still there. What was it called? The Wills?
Yeah, I think it was We Are the Wills.
We Are the Wills. I loved it. It was great.
And we were making
series.
We were making content, living in our camper.
Not the content you're probably thinking about.
Not the content.
Not that.
This is pre OnlyFans.
Yeah.
We were right on the edge.
YouTube safe.
Of OnlyFans, YouTube safe.
Yeah.
But that was incredible because like
you could be in like
at the end of the day, you're fucking in a vehicle.
Yeah. In like a truck stop.
At a truck stop. Or at a campsite. Or wherever. And
yeah, your mom's
people
driveway.
don't know. Yeah. That was like the best sleep I've gotten in my life because like the bedroom is all the way in the back.
Uh-huh.
And it's just so comfortable and cozy the way we set it up. And then you just open the flaps there and you're in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And you got everything you need right there.
Yeah, that's what we got a camper and just it feels good to sleep. You get a good night's sleep in that thing.
You really do.
It's
dude,
weird.
I don't think I ever said this enough, but I appreciate the last 2 times that we've gone camping together that you guys let us stay in your camper.
Yeah.
I slept amazing. I think Val slept amazing. The baby slept amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Anytime you guys want to invite us, just go right ahead.
I think you really need to look into getting one. And as we have this debt conversation, right?
Baby steps.
I probably shouldn't do that to you. So we should, though. And I was so big on the debt baby steps until
I
was like, shit, I'm not going to be able to buy a camper soon enough.
Yeah.
And Donnie's going to get older. I'm like, I got to do it. So I broke my rules. But I'm paying it off as fast as I can. So.
I was going to say, if you're in that habit.
You only have so many summers with your kid. You don't think about that. Right? Oh, he's young. We got him until he's 18. But even then, when they start getting like 12 or 13, they're going to have sports. They're going to have friends they were there be hanging out with in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
They may not want to go camping with mom and dad.
But if you make a good enough impression on them.
I think he's going to want to do it. But yeah.
Sports are still going to be there, but You can always find time to cut aside for that. And
Yeah.
and even when Donnie's older and he's having his own kids and his family, then it becomes a family, like a whole family thing. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Like, I like the way you think of it because you're putting it in perspective that, hey, maybe we don't have as much time as we feel like we have.
Yeah.
So it puts the gasoline in the engine
Yeah.
a little bit more
Yeah,
to
fuels the
do things
fire.
like this, fuels the fire. But I really do think we have more time than we think we do. And
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
But just as a young kid.
as a
you
young
know,
kid, given those memories, but those memories are gonna, are gonna transform.
Yeah.
What brought you to the person that you are today?
What brought me to the person I am today?
Yeah, I mean, like, there was things that your parents did with you and your sister when you guys were kids that you still hold on to today, that you still,
Put me on the spot here.
I am putting you on the spot.
I think just sports growing up, right? Doing a lot of traveling with that. That was our main thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pushed me to be a better person.
Which
Even when
is-
I did want to do it.
Which I think your parents did a really good job
Yeah.
raising you. And perhaps, let's say the thing with sports, maybe through that made you realize what to you is actually really important. It's
Yeah.
not all these other external things. It's not these material things.
Wow.
It's family.
That is true.
So even though it wasn't like you guys went camping as a kid,
No, we didn't really.
and you brought that, you've transformed into someone who now thinks like that, and that's going to be passed on through Donnie.
Yeah.
I haven't met a kid who went camping when they were younger with their parents that didn't continue to have some sort of outdoor life
Yeah.
when they got older.
That's what
I don't
have
know
for
it.
him.
Yeah.
Because that's the best. I don't know. I feel it's the best way just to experience life.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Being outdoors, it's people that are like being inside, and it's not where it's at.
No.
Go up to a mountain somewhere near you
Yeah.
and just sit there in the quiet,
The f-
alone. Even being alone, even it's nice. It's definitely makes it worth. It gives you. It reminds you why you're doing it all, right?
Yeah. Peaceful.
Yeah, peaceful.
Very peaceful.
And I wish we didn't have 40-hour work weeks because of that.
I wonder if
Oh, I looked at this beautiful mountain range. I want to work 40 hours now. That's great. Go on, Henry Ford. Start up
it's not very motivational. If anything, being out in those in that environment makes you feel like, how the fuck do I get out of this? Maybe there's a guy like David Ramsey, or maybe David Ramsey is the guy. You know how we talk about paying off our debt and financially getting ourselves in a better spot.
Yeah.
Maybe like that's a good step towards having a better quality of life, but perhaps there's somebody who's talking about getting out of the 40 week work.
There's got to be.
You know what I mean?
It could be us.
Like you didn't want to be in debt anymore, so you put your energy and your time to get rid of your debt and to make a better financial life.
Yeah.
I think the same is totally possible if you take the same type of energy. I think you could do that with what's the word? Like, I don't think anybody would disagree with that a 40 hours a week is like just.
But there's just
Too
some
much.
boomers out there. Like, oh, I worked 40 hours when I was younger. Or 80 hours a week. It's just how I do it.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
like, if I could get away with a 32-hour work week, I totally would to spend more time with a kid.
Yeah.
More time maybe picking up a hobby, experiencing life, something I want to do. I think that's why it's important, though, as a young kid, which I'm going to instill in Donnie, my son, really find what you really want to do in life. Don't feel the pressure to go to college right away, go be a millionaire, or have a job that makes a lot of money.
Right.
Do what's going to make you feel satisfied. Because I still haven't found that yet.
Yeah. Well, you're doing it right now, Al.
Oh, yeah, right here. Just, I still have to do my other job
Yeah. Yeah.
for now.
For now.
Yeah.
But maybe that's something that you work towards next. You know what I mean?
We'll get there. So,
It's good. I think that if more people thought about this stuff, like if more people would work towards being in a better spot financially and get away from the idea of having to need all these material things, if they start there and then they start chipping away at, okay, what's really going to make me happy in life as far as a job goes? Because I think working is important. I think it's good for us. I think we want to do something that we enjoy, ultimately. And I think if more people go in that direction, that we may not feel such a dark, grim cast over the world. Because I'll tell you what, I'm never more tense and stressed than when I'm out driving. Or when I'm in a fucking parking lot of any sort.
Oh, we have parking lots are busy. When I'm driving on a road, no traffic, I love it.
Yep.
Get me on a parkway or highway.
Cold beer,
or on a back mountain road.
Back roads.
Driving my truck.
No lights.
With her feet up on the dash. Some Copper Tone 45 on.
If your feet are on the dash, who's pressing the gas?
I said with her feet.
Oh, okay.
My wife's significant other. Well, this leads into a whole nother podcast, but I just want to bring it up real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I mentioned it before, but I think this is what schools do at a young age, or the government with their schooling, is to get people in line at a young age, institutionalize them, basically, right? Walk in line to lunch, eat your lunch at the table, go to, do your homework, be a good soldier, basically, or good follower.
Yep.
Follow the lead. And then you go to college, you get in debt. Uh-oh, I'm in debt now.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go find a job to have good input into society. So that way I can pay off my student loans, pay my taxes. Then, American dream, got to get a house. That's fabricated, American dream.
Yeah.
Oh, so you go get a house. Now you're in debt even more. So now you're more, I hate to use slave because it's not, but you're more, you're stuck in the system. Basically, they're keeping you stuck. That way you're helping the bigger picture overall. The government keep moving.
I mean,
I think it's all a scheme.
It's a pretty easy picture to paint when you look at it.
Yeah.
If you just look at the inside of schools, it's all brick.
Yeah.
It's all, you know what I mean? It's all concrete.
Yeah.
Your cell phone, you don't get good signal in there.
Yeah.
Do you remember the lunchroom?
Yeah.
At Hilton High?
Oh yeah.
Right in that pit.
Oh yeah.
You get nothing.
Nothing.
That's where they want you too.
Yeah, you're trying to do T9 on your flip phone. And
yeah.
The pit. I remember that. I used to never eat over there.
No, I mean, I did a few times. But
I think I ate like in a corner. I was like Shane Phillips, Aaron Schwally, which Aaron, right? He comes in for haircuts.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out.
It would be him, Aaron Schwally, Shane, me. I forgot who else, but yeah, I'd eat my stuffed crust pizza or my pasta.
That was good stuff.
Yeah.
But I agree with you on that. It's weird because when you think of it, when you think of our individual like teachers and stuff, we're like, oh man, I have fond memories of some of my teachers.
Oh yeah, but I don't think they get it either.
I don't think they know what's going on either.
No.
They got into being a teacher because they wanted to be a positive influence on the next generation of students and going on.
Yeah, and I think they do.
But it's not like you become a teacher and then you teach how you want to teach. You become a teacher and then you're then put into this box of how you can do things.
Yeah.
And that's what aside from the pay, that's what a lot of the frustration comes from. And that's why a lot of teachers are stepping away from being teachers.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like the government, like I said, with that, you go in school, then you go to college, get into debt, get a house, go into debt, get that car, go into debt. You can't run away from it now. Well, you could.
But you get so far in.
Yeah. So if you ever wanted to go, I want to live in the frickin' mountains. I don't want to work anymore. I want to take what I have, live off the land, do it old school. You can't do it.
No.
You could, like I said, but you're going to get, default in that debt, and you're never going to lose it.
Yeah, and it seems far away.
Yeah,
it really does.
It does.
Even, there's people that are far worse off than I am debt wise. I mean, the fact that my utilization of debt is like 1% right now is incredible. But even before the conversation that we had, I had that feeling of like, well, this is just the way it is. This is how America works. This is I would joke with people, if you don't have debt, you're not living the American dream. But even with the small amount of debt that I had, I felt like, well, this is just, I'm going to be paying these student loans off for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to be paying this truck for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to be paying my mortgage the next 30 years. So it was normal.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're never going to achieve what you want to achieve.
Yeah.
But there's still a little of that fire, that pilot light burning that makes you feel like, but maybe I can.
Yeah. So this keeps you going.
It just keeps you going. So, yeah, I came up with this quote. I came up with this saying for my clothing brand, and I think
Foolish clothing.
Foolish Clothing, shout out. And
Or Foolish Thread, sorry.
I think this is the first thing that that ever came to my mind that I feel like I can truly take the advice of it as if somebody else told me it, or as if I read it in a book. And it's change your mind, change your grind.
Yeah. There you go.
And you know,
Says it right here.
there it is.
There it is.
And I really do feel that if you change the way that you think, and you work towards bettering yourself, and you change the way that you were taught, I truly feel like you're going to change the approach to life, aka the grind, and your energy is going to be spent a lot better than where you think it is.
Yeah.
We're all just chasing after that meat on the stick, or the Beyond Meat if you're vegan.
Yeah. Beyond Meat.
You're chasing after the broccoli, whatever you call it.
Oh, broccoli.
Yeah, love broccoli. But
Electric lettuce.
yeah.
Devil's lettuce.
How you feeling? Do you want to go another 3 hours?
We could go another 10. And I just have to go to work in the
I'm
morning.
gonna call him to work. You call on the podcast.
Hey, boss. Yeah, that'd be great. Hey, boss, not coming in. I quit. I'm going to be just doing the podcast full time. Going all in.
I'm going all in.
Can you imagine?
I will say this, Hal. There's gonna come a time with this podcast where that's gonna happen.
Or if they make that decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because by then we're not gonna need to worry about
No.
money.
We're doing it.
Not saying we're gonna be rich, but we're gonna be so out of debt, and all these credit card offers that are coming in the mail, we're just not even looking at them.
Yeah, burn them.
Burn them. So it's not going to be an issue.
No.
I see that for us.
Living on our compound.
Yeah. It's going to happen now.
Yeah.
I already know it.
I'm
We're going to
feeling
look
it.
back on this episode 9.
9.
And we're going to say...
Actually, to be honest with you, I have a feeling this episode is going to be in the top 10 episodes of our show.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a top 10er.
I agree.
For sure.
I agree. Because we're just...
Episode 9.
We're just so... if we can inspire people...
It's not even out yet.
It's not
gonna
even
be
out
top,
yet.
Top 10.
How are people liking the episode already and it's not even out? I don't get it.
I don't know. We're shooting live now, I guess.
Right?
Could do live some night.
I say this: we're at the end of the day, and we're edging right now.
Oh, I'm edging on the side of success. And if the harder we edge,
yeah,
the harder we fall.
I like that. Yeah, link in bio with the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Go buy the T-shirt
Yeah,
now.
the harder we edge, the harder we fall.
Yep, and there's also going to be another one that says, "Do you edge, bro?"
Yeah.
And that's going to be,
Or even the one that says, like, I like to edge.
"I like to edge."
Do you? And the back be like, do you?
Instead of "got milk," got edge.
Got edge? Oh.
Boom. It's not about being edgy. It's different.
No, it's totally different about being edgy, guys. This is something else we're talking about.
Yeah.
Something I learned today, what it means.
Did you actually just learn that today?
No.
Okay.
I never done it before, though. 'Cause I just want to go. You gotta have a lot of discipline to edge. I'm sure Jocko Willink, that guy from the podcast.
That guy never comes.
That guy edges probably all day. Just discipline over freedom, right? Remember?
Yeah.
Discipline equals freedom.
Yeah.
He's so disciplined. Same thing with David Goggins.
He feels like he's winning.
Just edging, as he's running that ultra marathon.
It's like putting a cigarette in your mouth but not lighting it.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing. I got my doctor's appointment, right? I haven't been vaping or anything, just being like chill.
Yeah. That's good.
Go for a long drag right now.
That's good. And you're no alcohol, right?
Yeah, no alcohol.
So I would imagine from years ago, your blood pressure is probably low. Or it's good. I mean, it's not high, it's not low.
Probably high. I eat like a fucking banshee, dude.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Well, your doctor's gonna say, eat what you want, Ozempic.
Ozempic? Or, what's the next one level up? AIDS dipped Ozempic medicine.
Boom.
But I don't have AIDS, but
Fentanyl.
fentanyl with Ozempic laced.
Yep.
How did he die? Did he overdose on that fentanyl? No, he overdosed on Ozempic. Me and Tim Dillon.
He got too skinny.
Yeah. Yeah, that could happen.
Oh, God.
I want to see a thing. You know how people juice in the Olympics and stuff, or try to?
Yeah.
I want to have Ozempic Olympics.
Shout out the Soviet Union.
Yeah. You guys really know how to do it.
You guys.
Do I really want to watch a game where people aren't juicing? No, I want to see people ripped at the prime and just freaking crush it. Right? Like,
Yeah,
do I want to see
everybody's
Barry
doing
Bonds
it.
hit all those home runs? Or do I want to see freaking Shoestring McGee fucking button the ball and running, you know? I want to see Barry Bonds smacking them out of the park into the San Diego Bay.
I agree.
Or San Francisco Bay, where the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Right? Same thing. But I want to see Ozempic Olympics where the mandatory you got to have like 100% Ozempic in your blood to compete in the Olympics. And it's just people skinny as fuck running around, maybe like Nazi camps skinny. Sorry for that.
Yeah. Shout out.
I think I have some Jewish in my family. It's okay. I can say it.
I could say it.
But just running, dude. Running, lifting weights, doing the bar thing throw, and
Yeah. If they turn at a certain angle, you can't
they're
see
gone.
them.
And then
Where'd that guy go?
they could be going against the people who not Ozempic, like the American diet.
Yeah.
So Ozempic versus the American diet, and just fucking, I don't know who's a heavy set guy.
Just see what happens.
Yeah.
You-
Who would be the more prime athlete? Someone that has a McDonald's diet or the Ozempic diet
I'd say sumo wrestling, but they're all on Ozempic.
with the diapers on too.
Yeah. But
Or-
like they started fat.
Oh, just to see the change over the year. Kind of like Love is Blind, right? Start off
Yeah.
coming in, not knowing what we were getting into as a sumo wrestler. He's
Yep.
like, hey, I'm out of work, but let me try this show.
Right.
And they shoot him up with Ozempic.
Boom.
Boom. And they had no idea. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? I'm losing my powers. And they go and have to compete against a guy not on Ozempic.
Right.
They just get leveled.
They think they're eating cheeseburgers, but they're eating
Ozempic laced.
Ozempic
fentanyl
laced.
cheeseburgers.
cheeseburgers.
And they have to edge daily.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. Going off
Edge-
the chain here. I like it.
Edging changed my life.
.com.
.com.
That'd be a good shirt too. We gotta start doing some threads.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about selling my machine.
How much?
4 Gs.
42. Okay.
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
I'll consider.
No. You're really gonna sell it? You're not into doing the threads anymore?
I am. I just think there's a more conducive way to do it that's not going to take my time.
Yeah. I like how you do the stitching.
Yeah. I was big on that. Instead of just doing screen print.
But I think there's a better market selling lower quality stuff
Okay.
with a screen print or the Steam thing,
Yeah.
putting graphics on shirts. Because they're going to be cheaper. I know you got high-end threads, right? So that's a good market. You know, it's a niche.
Well,
But if you can get some of these folks that are cheap
yeah.
to buy some funny shirts,
Yeah.
I think that would be easier to sell.
I think I just want
More
to
quantity over quality.
I think the thing is I feel like it's pretty easy to put something funny, aka like funny stupid on a shirt and put it out there and sell it. It just seems too easy to do that. So I guess my original idea was stitching, it lasts longer.
It does. It's quality.
The stitching is going to outlast the garment typically.
Yeah.
So if you pair the stitching with better quality garments, you're getting a better quality thing. And if you're
Okay.
buying wholesale, you're able to sell somebody, let's say a high quality hoodie at a somewhere in the mall at like a Aeropostale or Hollister or any of
Yeah.
those stores, Champs, whatever. You're going to spend between $45, $60. I could get the quality hoodie for $20. I already have the machine and everything. I could sell it for $35, $40. And you're getting good quality. It's homegrown. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, the stitching would be more expensive if I didn't have the machine. I will say that.
Yeah.
But because I already have the machine, it's cheaper for me to do that
Yeah.
and get better quality stuff. I don't know. I would feel guilty about selling cheap shit to people.
Well, not so like cheap, but they know it's cheap. It's not like I'm selling arm or leg, but just some funny. I really want to do like, but someone stole this idea or someone already had it. I always wanted to have a shirt that says "I pee in pools."
I like that.
But someone I saw it the other day, or maybe a couple months ago. I was like, "What the fuck? It's my idea." So that's how I thought it was funny, for
a lot
once.
of people peeing in pools.
Yeah, I pee in pool. I pee in my own pool. I have a pool and I pee in it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm honest.
If you could do like a good quality version of that, like, because Walmart used to sell the shirts that say like "I'm with stupid" and it's got like an
They
arrow.
still sell like a shirt like that, or like graphic shirts, graphic tees.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They're horrible quality shirts. I can tell the difference of putting one on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it just doesn't feel right.
It
Something
doesn't
feels
feel
wrong.
right. When you're gonna wash it one time.
Yeah,
and it's
I'm not-
gonna be
yeah.
half the size.
Yeah, and I'll buy a quality shirt from this YouTuber I like to watch, and I can wear it for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Not stitched, but
Yeah.
I might have a Walmart shirt for like I might wear it 3 or 4 times, and it's just like how it washes, it gets all tight. And
It
like,
fades.
yeah.
It's not soft.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I see what you mean now. Come full circle,
Yeah.
from Ozempic to Josh Allen and cheap shirts.
Yeah.
And edging.
I like it.
All in one episode.
I like it. And just like incredible financial advice. So you
Yeah.
guys are very
So-
welcome.
If you skip through the bullshit that we talk about in the show and actually listen to financial advice, I think we got a pretty solid podcast.
Yeah. If you really break it down,
Yeah, that half-hour financial advice,
Yeah.
really take it seriously.
you got to cut through the fat a little bit.
Yeah, but we got to have some fun in there too.
Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, we're not.
We're on a big rock floating through space, right? We're just a whole bunch of people just trying to figure it out.
Yep.
Nothing really matters.
Yeah.
So
Big things coming though. So we do appreciate you guys watching.
yeah,
Big apology for the last podcast where I really went off on Mike.
oh Mike, yeah.
Apologize. Was having a day.
You saw
But-
your Christmas card today, Mike.
I did. Very
Yeah.
nice Christmas
Says
card.
you're very handsome. So
Yeah. Beautiful family.
Yep.
I'm happy for you guys. But yeah, I just had to put that out there.
Yeah. And I just want to put out there that if you tune in next episode, you get to see me on what I look like with Ozempic. Because I'm going to try my hardest to get it. And TRT and Adderall.
This guy's on the stack.
And a CPAP machine.
Are you gonna cycle it or
All it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 days on?
And
30
a
days
multi-day
off?
vitamin for men's.
Oh, dude.
Or multi-day? Or multivitamin daily.
Multivitamin. Yeah.
Daily multivitamin. I'm an idiot. So, that being said, we're signing out.
We're signing out. We appreciate you guys. Thanks
Love
for
you.
watching. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your
Tell your ma.
Tell your ma.
Tell your ma, 'cause we're right down the street. It's the best.
We're right here.
Right here in Rochester. Let's go.
Halen, New York.
Oh, yeah, that too.